What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Rufus Wainwright, and we're returning to his 1998 self-titled album, Thank You Again to Yvonne. And the next track is Beauty Mark, which is a phrase used for distinctive facial markings that, especially on a woman's face, are seen as adding a degree of unique allure. And of course, there are, I think of models like Cindy Crawford famously had a beauty mark, and there are others. And I suppose some are actually not natural. Some are, at least, in, what's the right word, like entertainment and so on. I think the idea is that sometimes they are affixed upon someone's face to give them that distinctive, memorable look. But of course, there are those which are natural, and the way in which they perhaps make someone seem more glamorous, I suppose, could be part of the meaning here. Of course, it could be a figurative meaning at play, like, someone's behavior or someone's emotional disposition is a mark of beauty for them. So I could see a way in which it would be more of an abstract meaning, but perhaps it could function on multiple levels. It might not have anything to do with any of that. So let's give it a listen. This is Rufus Wainwright. The track is Beauty Mark, and it's from his 1998 self-titled album.
I think Alice sang a lovely number. You prefer ocean in a deep river. I may not be so manly, but still I know you love me, even if I don't have your beauty mark.
Wow. There was a real, what's the right phrase? Like, at the start, I was almost like, man, it sounds like we're in a saloon in, like, a musical or something. And the more it went on, that vibe or impression got a bit wider, but it still felt like we're in a vaudeville performance or some, like, oldie-timey stage musical type of scenario. And in terms of the instrumentation, I think there was like a, kind of like a marching drum or like maybe a timpani. It felt like there was a big, powerful drum that was not a normal kick drum and not a snare. And then there were like little chimes and bells, and then definitely the piano was very intensely played. Not like forte, not like, smashing the keys, but it was very fast and it had a serious tone to it, even as a lot of the other sonics were sort of light and jaunty. So Yeah, a really interesting one musically, and one that, again, I think would lend itself to a stage performance, not only giving me vibes of a musical, but performing this one at a concert would surely be a bit of a fun time and sort of a, an audience participation type of tune. But yeah, like, he's referencing another person and saying he never had their beauty mark, and I was trying to figure out, is he saying he didn't have, like, homemade clothes and homemade sheets and so on, all made from the same material, or was he saying that's what he had? Like, I was trying to figure out if he was drawing a distinction where, like, he comes from a rural and lower socioeconomic background, so then he's contrasting that with this person who maybe has more allure, more glamour, more glitz. But at the same time, it sounded like there was a connection between him and this person being addressed, which, of course, like, it might not literally be another person. It could be, like, a stage persona versus his own actual background, and his meaning, like, the narrator. Not necessarily Rufus per se, although I wouldn't be surprised if there's something autobiographical happening here. But yeah, I was trying to figure out exactly the comparison or contrast being made. But again, it seemed like there was a reference to a very rural, he didn't have a radio show. He didn't, he came from, like, humble origins, and then, that is itself not like this flashy beauty mark, but instead a more, let's say, mundane or everyman type of scenario. So yeah, one that I'll have to hear again and let it digest. Obviously, I look forward to any insights Yvonne or others may have, but yeah, just a cool tune, and I like his voice a great deal, and the stage or theatrical quality of it, I think, lends itself especially well to a tune like this. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.